Good morning, Facebook. My name is Elena and I work here at Americares. And this morning, we have a big announcement for you. In the past 37 years, Americares has come a long way. Our founder, Bob McCauley, scheduled our first airlift using funds from mortgaging his own home. And in the past 40 years, we've been able to deliver aid to millions of people around the globe thanks to the generous support of our donors and our supporters and our followers just like you. But over the past 40 years, our look hasn't really changed. So today, we will be unveiling a new logo for you, our Facebook fans, to see first. But before we do that, I wanted to take some time to check in with some of my colleagues and talk a little bit about the Americares history that we are so proud to represent. First, we're going to talk to Emanuela. Emanuela is our Director of Corporate Relations, and she has been here forever. And she has a really unique perspective on Americares because she's been all over the globe with us. Hey, Emanuela.
Hey.
Do you have a second to talk to our Facebook fans about some of the things that you've been doing with Americares and something that's particularly meaningful to you?
Sure. I'd say Sri Lanka. I flew in about a week after the 2004 tsunami, the waves that hit the country and other parts of the world. I accompanied a cargo flight that was carrying critical medicines and life-saving supplies. And to be amongst all that devastation and incredible grief, and to be working with my Americares colleagues left a huge impression on me then and still now. So yeah, Sri Lanka always sticks with me.
Thanks, Emanuela.
You're welcome.
You know, not to make Emanuela feel old.
Hey!
Sorry. But when the 2004 tsunami hit, I was 15, and I remember seeing the devastation on the news and wishing there was something I could do about it. At the time, I didn't know that there were people like Emanuela here at Americares already on the ground, because that's what we do every day. Next, let's check in with Julie. Julie is our medical officer, and she's only been here for 2 years, but she's already been all over the globe implementing community health programs. Julie, we are so proud of everything that you've done over your time here at Americares. Is there something that you're particularly proud to represent Americares in the field with?
Yeah, I've been here for 2 years now and had the chance to visit many of our international programs, which has been really incredible. But I'd have to say that one of my most favorite and proudest times representing Americares was last year in Tanzania. There was a cholera outbreak, and our team there and I helped to run some training programs for the local healthcare workers. So we trained on health worker safety, infection prevention, and cholera management. And I'd say that everyone that we worked with was so incredibly interested and appreciative, and it was just a really incredible experience.
Thanks, Julie.
No problem.
That's just one example of how we don't just go in and deliver the aid, we stick around in the communities to set them up for success in the future. Okay, now here's a treat. Juan manages our distribution center, and he is never in the office because he's out back in the distribution center packaging thousands and thousands of shipments to go out each year. Juan, so we're live with our Facebook fans talking about some of the things that mean the most to us at Americares. And out of the thousands of shipments that you've packed over your time here, are there any that mean the most to you?
Yes, actually back in 2012, after Hurricane Sandy, I was out of power at home. The distribution center was out of power, but we came to work with a purpose. You know, we knew a lot of people needed help, so we worked really hard, and with the team's help, we got medicines and medical supplies out to the people that needed it.
Thanks so much, Juan. Like Juan said, Hurricane Sandy was particularly hard for us because we were affected by the disaster ourselves. A lot of us lost power, some of our homes were destroyed, but we still came to work and went out into the communities to help our friends and neighbors. Okay, it sounds like they're almost ready in the lobby to do the big unveiling, but before we go out there, I wanted to make one more stop and talk to Brian Hoyer. Brian is our Director of Recovery Programs, and he has been all over the globe with Americares, responding to disasters and setting the communities up to rebuild. Brian.
Hi.
we are talking to our Facebook fans about some of the things that we've done with Americares over our time here and stories that mean a lot to us. Can you tell us one of those stories?
Absolutely. So one that stands out for me is from the earthquake in Pakistan. It took place in 2005 in the far north of the country, and part of Americare's program there was to deliver a field hospital for thousands of people living in the mountains. We had delivered it. It came by helicopter in a sling load up to this high mountain valley, and one of the final pieces was to get the generator connected to this field hospital. To do that, we needed electricians, mechanics, all kinds of different pieces. So we collaborated with other people working in the valley. So we had a Cuban delegation that we asked a representative, we had the Pakistani military, we had local people, and ultimately we got this thing connected. The field hospital was up and running for about 2.5 years, serving healthcare to thousands of people. And I remember sitting there with this Americares shirt in this group of people solving the problem. It was a very good experience.
Thanks, Brian.
Yeah.
So, as you've heard, Americares history has been all about saving lives and improving the health of people affected by poverty and disaster. And over the next 40 years and beyond, we want to go to a lot more places, help a lot more people in a lot more ways. So, even though we have the same mission, we have a new look that we want to show you. All of our Facebook fans first. So without further ado, I want to present to you the employees of our Stamford, Connecticut headquarters representing our new logo and visual identity. Enjoy. This morning. We're going to be posting all day. We are going to be posting on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, so please follow us, like us, share our posts with all your friends. We're also going to be posting a video narrated by Tony Goldwyn from Scandal, so please watch and share that. And visit our brand new website at Americares.org.